Okay, so you ran the fastest time in New Mexico.
Yes.
Are you coming for the NMAA state record?
I am coming for the state record. I've been working really hard this off season, so I'm really excited for my senior season and what's to come. But I'm also, not only am I coming for the 300 state record, I also am potentially, hopefully trying to come for the 100 state record, or the 100 hurdle state record as well.
And then, so I got to ask, just what got you involved into hurdles to begin with? Because if I remember correctly, you told me you've only been doing this since your sophomore year?
Yes. I started, I started track my freshman year, but before that I was a level 2 gymnast. So I did gymnastics when I was like 8 years old. And then I came to Cleveland my freshman year and I kind of was just falling out of love with gymnastics. So I've always been involved with track. My dad ran at UNM and my dad's cousin ran for the Olympic trials. So it's always been in my family. And so I thought maybe if I ran track, it would help like distract me from the gymnastics and I would fall back in love with gymnastics. But it did the complete opposite. And so now I just run track and I love track so much. And so how I got into hurdles though, it was my freshman summer going into my sophomore year, and I was at Eugene, Oregon in Hayward Field. I was with my dad and we were watching the girls elite 100 hurdles, and after they finished, I told my dad, I was like, I want to be a hurdler. He was like, okay, perfect, we're gonna do it. And so the rest is history, I guess. And
that was going to be a question of like, is there a moment that you remember when you fell in love with the sport? What about when you were competing? Like afterwards, was there like an event where you were kind of just like, okay, I freaking love doing this thing?
Honestly, just the 300 hurdles. I understand that it's a hard race, and I know a lot of girls that don't necessarily love to do it, but just the way it makes me feel after, and like all the hard work I put into it, and then the success that it comes after, it's just so rewarding. And I really love the 300 hurdles. It's my favorite race to run.
Wow. And then so walk me through the moment. Of course, this summer, it was the off season. It was the club track, right?
Yeah.
It was club track. Okay. So the moment after, because I remember seeing the video of kind of like you finished, and then you didn't know it immediately, right? And then they made an announcement.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
So
or just, like, did you feel good? Were you like, hey, I broke the record?
I mean, yeah, that was like the greatest feeling ever. I mean, all that hard work I put into, all the tears that went into me coming into this. But I crossed over that line, and I was expecting maybe just a new PR, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But I looked up at the screen and saw that 42, and my heart like dropped, and I was just like so proud of myself and so proud of how hard I worked, and I'm just so blessed to be able to even run these times and be given these opportunities. So yeah, that's just what was going through my head.
And then I know you have a private coach. You know, you run for Cleveland, you got your club team. Is there anybody that's been like influential and kind of just even showing you the ropes or teaching you technique and stuff? Well,
so my Coach Price, my private coach, he has taught me everything I know to hurdling. He is just so amazing, and I love him. I'm just so thankful that he sees the potential in me and really just believes in me, and it pushes me to be a better athlete. But also, like, thank you to my parents, because they have poured so much time and money into not only me, but for my sister as well, just getting us to be the high-level athletes that we are. And I'm just so blessed and so thankful that I get to call them my parents. But yeah. And then also just give all my glory to God too, because none of this would be possible without him.
It's perfect. And for like, I mean, just track meets, you know, it's hot like this. Like I'm sweating right now so much. I mean, how do you do you got to bring an umbrella? Like, how do you get ready for? Do you have like any special pre-meets rituals?
I know my grandparents, they usually bring like their RV to all of my track meets, because I'm the type to just overheat. Whenever I get hot, it's not very good. So I go and sit in there like in between my meets and everything. But kind of just usually I would say the night before my like big race, I'm a very visual person, so I am in my bed about to go to sleep, and I kind of just visualize all of everything that I'm going to do the next day. So I go through my 300 hurdles and my 100 hurdles, and I just picture what's going to happen. Even if it's like bad, sometimes I'll picture like something, I might hit a hurdle or something, because you never know what's going to happen. But if that happens, that like the next day, I already know how to handle it, how to execute through it, because I was already visualized it. So that's kind of just how I would say I prepare like the night before for a big meet.
So 20, 30 years down the line, I mean, when you think about your days here at Cleveland High School, how would you like to be remembered as a student and as an athlete?
Well, I definitely want people to say that I made the people around me better, and that the way I carry myself, it made people believe in their own potential, and that I hopefully inspired them to become a better athlete, a better person. And I think that's definitely the legacy I'd be very proud of.
So you were talking about just your background in gymnastics and kind of that there was this like unwavering passion that you had for gymnastics, and then you tried hurdling and then you fell in love with the sport. How did that get you out of your shell? I found that so interesting when you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, I was homeschooled for gymnastics, so I think that definitely put me in my shell more. I was definitely not a very social butterfly. Wasn't very social, but coming out to track, definitely meeting new people, talking to new people. It's just a different like atmosphere during track. You really just meet some of the greatest people.
And this is your final year, just competing for the electric and silver blue. So what can people be expecting?
I think definitely expecting, not only from me, but from our team. I know we're going to have some new coaches, some new athletes as well. So I'm excited to see what we can bring. But also for me personally, I definitely am hoping to commit to a college. So I think that's something that we can all be expecting. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.